This doc translated something that I have always felt about antiques and items from our past and the energy that they hold and transmit to the present. And I loved this highly personal guided tour through armor and getting to really see all the intricacies of it, that it really is human sculpture in a way. And we get to see this, got to hear about the social status imbued in it, the socioeconomic status, the history of what it's gone through. And I loved his immersion into the world of restoration as well, really giving us a tour of how you can preserve the item with the elements of its past so it can still communicate with history, what its own history, or communicate what its own history was with the present. And I think that's really important rather than just trying to preserve something or to show it in a better light of what it once was, because then you lose the lovely story and intricacies behind it. But I just thought this was really a treat, and his passion was just brimming off the screen.
So it was really special to see this craft, and it was really interesting that he had a whole philosophy and way of being wrapped up in his work, which was really nice. The whole thing really had a lot of meaning for me, especially at the very end where he says the idea of beauty, honor, and the warrior's way. This is still in our DNA. So, it gives value to going back and preserving the past because it has something to say about our present. And that's a lot of what I got from this. It was wonderful to see him work. It was wonderful to see all this armor, see all these antiques. It was really beautiful to look at. And he communicated his story so well. He spoke so well and just let us know what, his philosophy and his way of doing things. And it had a beginning, middle, and end, and everything made sense.
He's cultivating a gorgeous set of armor. It's a piece of history. Like he said, they shouldn't be destroyed. They should be preserved. It's also a great investment for him because they go up in price. And that's the great thing about collecting things like armor, pieces of art. And that's what these old antique artwork is. It's what armor is now. At the time, they were objects of war. But because they're historical now, they also started to come into pieces of art. It's a gorgeous collection. I think I could probably talk to this guy for hours. It's kind of sad that this is a short documentary because I kind of want to just listen to him talk over and over about how passionate he is about his armor collection and his love for history. I could just listen to it for hours on end.
With this, we dive into the meaning of a suit of armor. That is nobility, status, and position, not only for Japan, but for warriors anywhere in the world. Other than the armor's beauty, the film is visually appealing with close-ups and slow-motion effects, smoothly integrated in the storytelling. The pointing on the different elements of the suit of armor and the music score in general is just a flawless addition. I love to see the passion of this person and sharing the motivation behind it and how it became sort of an obsession to them. But it was very beautiful to see, and just the pieces are outstandingly impressive.
This is showing like passion, showing like deep knowledge of how to create like such a craft like this. So I feel like it comes with passion, but also like insights on this subject as well. And it's just not like too informative. It's kind of like well put together as a narrative with his like narration and with some like footages in it. So I feel like it's a good documentary to watch to understand the culture.
The narration was so passionate about the restorations of this Japanese armor. Lots of fabulous zeroing in on the masks and the intricate details in the armor. I liked the upbeat music, notably the xylophone type sounds, to help energize the film. I agreed with the film's philosophy that it is very important to conserve and not fully update historical artifacts.